A high school football team in California is forfeiting the remainder of the season after some of the team members acted out a slave auction. The superintendent of the district says he received a video showing team members at River Valley High School pretending to auction 3 of their black teammates in the locker room. The district says the players involved in the incident would not be allowed to play for the rest of the season. The video was first shared in a group chat between students, although one student claims the clip made its way to social media. The school board says they're making plans to turn the incident into a teachable moment for students who may not realize how deeply offensive their actions were. I have a few things on this. We've been hearing about HBCUs getting threatened. We've been hearing about teachers bringing cotton to the classrooms. Now we're seeing this happen. I have a problem on both sides. One, that it even happened, that you have the students that would agree to do this. But as a parent, right, if I'm teaching my son well and he goes to school and he even wants to involve himself in it, as a black parent, I'm going to have a problem with my child as well. Like, how would you stand there and even think this is something worthy of making a joke out of? So there's several issues that we have here, and I don't want it to get to the point where people try to say this is why we shouldn't teach about these things in school, because people will mock our history. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
You know, Romeo, when I first read this story, I thought the same thing. It was like, this for me is a teachable moment to make sure that Landon knows his worth, to make sure that he doesn't fall into any of this foolishness, right? To make sure that he's well equipped with the knowledge of what happened back in the day, so that he doesn't think that this is a joke. I think that, so when you say it's a teachable moment on both sides, I don't know why you're right. On the other side, some kids would, one, think this is funny, but why they would participate in this. So I think parents on both sides have a lot to do when it comes to parenting. Also bringing this to school, I think the school, they are no longer allowing these kids to play on the team. I'm not really sure if that's sufficient or not. I don't know what I think would be what would be sufficient. But you know, it's a very you know, this day and age that we live in. I feel like we're trying to take a lot of things out the school, so a lot of kids aren't learning the things that we used to learn. That's why they think cotton plants and all these sort of things that's happening these days are funny, or it's a gimmick, versus when we know that people died for it. So it's just a very different day and age right now.
You know, I don't want to rehash what you guys have both said, so I want to speak on a different part. You know, in high school, I don't believe that is an age where you are unaware of what's going on in the world. I tell you guys all the time, TikTok will let you know everything that you want to know. I go on TikTok to find out anything that I need to know, as well as Instagram, as well as Twitter, so YouTube as well. There are places to find out the answers to the questions that you have. So in high school, I don't believe that that's a place where you are unaware. Like grammar school, elementary school, maybe you could be unaware. High school, you are very much so aware what's going on in the world and what's around you. And so taking away from what you guys have said, because it's very important, but also imagine being in high school, thinking that you're going to get a college scholarship and wanting to be on a football team and things of that nature. One, this is always going to follow you that you did this. And two, you're taking away all of your opportunities for something silly, to disrespect a marginalized community just to be funny. Now you've possibly lost out on a college scholarship or playing at a college, and you've lost. Imagine what your family is thinking right now. That's probably, hopefully not racist, and then you've ruined possibly everything for yourself just to get off a joke that wasn't even funny. So you guys' point is important.
You know, this is a very, you know, because these are sophomores and juniors. So
that's when you get scouted to go and imagine a scout coming to look at this and seeing that you were part of this.
It's happened
in the past. Everything away.
Well, people got recruited, maybe got through college, got a chance to get drafted, and the night before draft day, something surfaced from 5 or 6 years ago that you did that makes a team say, I don't know if I want part of that.
You know how
then you've played yourself. I mean, you hit it right on point with that for sure.
Might be missing out on a lot of opportunities for this as well.
Absolutely, no. And this is about 38 miles from Sacramento. So Sacramento, I'm sure they have a larger black population there as well. So, you know, there are some great points and some things that, you know, I'm thinking this is up north, although Sacramento's up north, but it's still close enough to where you are mingling and mixing with enough black people to know this is all.